Hello and welcome to the first episode of Behind the Build. Today we thought we'd start off with something quiet, reserved, not too in your face. So what we got was James's S15. Let's bring James in and we can discuss his car.
How are we doing, Jim?
Nice to meet you, mate.
Pleasure to meet you too.
Thanks for bringing it down. Right, so I don't even know where to begin. S15 full-on drift car.
Yeah, so this is the Garage 21 times the Life S15. I've had it for about 7 years, but 3 years ago I had a full ground-up rebuild by Garage 21 and it's turned it into what it is today.
So you've had it 7 years. Was you drifting it 7 years ago, or have you gradually sort of morphed it into a drift car?
I had it for a daily, as I had an S14 as well, and then my S14 was broke one day, so I took this to a drift day instead, and it drove 10 times better. So it was a daily for about 6 months, and it was a daily stroke drift car for a time.
You're a brave man drifting a S15 sort of a few years back, because they're still a pretty new car and still they're not cheap now, really.
2002, so it was one of the later ones.
And you've not really messed about, have you?
It's got a lot of work done to it, I think.
Yeah. So we'll start obviously with a bodywork. Rocket Bunny?
Yeah, so it's got the Rocket Bunny V2 kit for S15. That was supplied to me by EP Racing.
How did you find? I mean, we've done a couple of Rocket Bunny kits down here. How did you find it?
An absolute see you next Tuesday.
Yeah.
In regards to how much metal you got to cut out, I think to get this as low as it is, I've actually raised it a bit to get down here because it's normally lower than this.
Yeah.
We had to cut out so much metal.
Yeah.
And obviously it's a static car, so I can barely drive it on the road. If I come to a speed bump or any sort of thing more than the 30-degree incline, I'm screwed.
I mean, they're great kits, but you do literally, it's as extreme as you can go. When we done the 36s, there was nothing left of the arches.
Yeah, I even cut out the bulkhead and everything just to get the wraparound, because normally you can see body from behind there, but we cut it all out just because it didn't look right otherwise.
No, I mean, I do love their kits. Obviously, they're massively in vogue at the moment. But yeah, you've got to go balls deep on them.
Yeah, I wouldn't do it again.
No?
I don't think. No, one Rocket Bunny's enough.
Oh, I mean, I love it. I do love it. Colour, is it?
It's a deep candy red. I think the paint's quite thick on it, so it takes a bit of a boost, to be fair.
Yeah.
Because I think to get the colour, we put two coats of base coat, then 5 coats of candy, then the gloss on top.
Who painted it?
Me and my mate prepped it, and then Garage 21 place painted it.
Oh, right.
So we prepped it in 3 days and painted it in 3 days. Yeah. Which is
6-day paint job?
No, prep and paint in 3 days.
Prep and paint in 3?
Yeah,
wow.
Literally flat out.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Long days. And then we were out at an event on the weekend then, so it's always last minute with this. I mean, you have an event planned 6 months in advance, but you don't start until the last week, because it wouldn't be cars otherwise. You've
not messed about at the front end at all, have you?
So this is obviously a S13 side cannons which we modified to fit a 15. That's why it looks different, because this is why this is the new one that's got this sort of bumper setup on it. So it's a bit of a nightmare when I do crash it, because we're going to make up fresh sets again, which is.
So I think we need to discuss the fact that it looks. Obviously, I run shows, so I look at show cars day in, day out, and essentially it looks like a show car. But you do skid this properly, don't you?
A lot, yeah. Yeah, it's a competition car, so it's a full BDC Reg spec car. But I think it's the whole point of being a Japan-inspired car. They should look good. I'm not a fan of the whole drift car looking like a total shed type. Yeah,
I'm not, I know a few sort of drift guys, and I'm not heavily into the scene, but I know there's this kind of a big kind of, it seems like from where I sit, there's quite a snobbery kind of, you've got a gang of boys who just go just ratty, and then you've got guys who believe that drift cars should look like this.
Yeah, everyone gets along. It's just what you prefer.
Yeah.
I think. I mean, like what was it in June? I drifted this 2 days in Driftland, and then straight on the trailer to alternate stance.
I was around back in '01 when D1 GP came over here, and you know, all of their drift cars looked immaculate. Granted, they were professional drivers, but this is, to me, this is what a drift car should look like. I mean, don't get me wrong, I wouldn't drift it. I'd stick it in a wall, but you know, it looks fantastic.
Thank you.
What are the wheels?
So the wheels are 326 power Yabba King splits. I believe they're the only set in the UK at the moment.
I was gonna say, I've never heard of them. Yabba King.
Yeah, 326 power, and then, yeah, they're called Yabba King.
What is that? Are they a Japanese make?
Yeah, they're Japanese. They do sort of brakes, suspension, really, really good suspension. I want to try and get a set of them. They do like also little gas lifters as well, like little cups on them, so you can just lift the car up to go over speed bumps and stuff like that. They do stuff like wheel nuts, accessories, body kits, beautiful body kits.
Yeah. And what's the sort of specs on them? What are they?
So the front are 9.5 ET minus 27, and the rears are 11.5 J 18 minus ET 47. So yeah, quite. I've got a one-piece set of these that I use to drift on, which they've sent me, but those have to have spaces on.
Right.
But these have got no spaces at the moment.
Cool. What's can we pop the bonnet and have a look at?
Yeah.
What you're running? So fully tubbed.
Yeah, fully tubbed, wide tubs obviously because of the lock. It's got full part shot max knuckle kit front and rear, which is lowers your wheel centre and changes your rack in them. So when you go full lock, you don't go over centre, etc.
Right.
Still an SR. I'm a big purist with the fact is you shouldn't change the engines in cars. If you're that sort of, because I just love the driving style, so I can keep my foot flat and keep up with all the big Formin 1JZs and RB26s. It's running about 400 odd horse. It hasn't been mapped, so it hasn't been dynoed, but it was mapped by MB Automotive, and it's got a GTX 2867 turbo external wastegate,
So it's not
6 boost manifold. No.
Hmm.
Full boost by 3,000 RPM, so it's 1.4 bar. So there's no lag in it at all. Because this custom intercooler setup that Garage 21 did has got this whole piping system is less than it would if it came down to the front.
Right.
So it's literally just instant spool. It's a very aggressive car, it's a very snappy car, so it's got a 10.5 degrees caster. So as soon as you let go of the steering wheel, it'll chuck you back.
Yeah.
So it's very darty, which is how I like the car to drive. It's quite Japan style. So like it'll also understeer mid-drift, which would mean rather than pivot, you can sort of slide in towards the car you're chasing, which is good. What has been a challenge though is getting used to the new brakes I've got on it. So
Yeah, that's a serious set of like stoppers you got on there. Alcons, what are they, 6-pot?
6 pots in the front, 4 pot in the rear.
Let's have a little look inside. So yeah, completely stripped, but all the necessary gauges, Power FC.
Yeah, Apex Power FC. Came in with a car from Japan, there's no need to change it, it does the job.
Yeah,
Obviously there are better ECUs now with modern technology, but there's no need.
I used to have one on my FD. I thought they were fantastic, to be fair. They gave you all the information you need, and the guys can map them to sort of perfection now, really, because they've been around for so long.
Yeah, exactly.
So based on the fact of what you've just said, whereas normally I would drive the car, I'm going to let you take me out in this.
Okay. Yeah, no worries.
Because I don't fancy it snapping around on me on the roads out there.
Yeah, it does wander a lot on the.
Yeah, so we'll leave you to do the driving on this one.
No worries.
All right, cool.
Yeah, that's what I mean, there's no lag, so that's what gives it that edge in competition, so I can continuously be flat, but people with big power like 1000 brake have to feather. Yeah. It's good, you can see from the videos, because like, I can play leave powerful cars, it's funny, it's quite good fun. But it's got a bit, I mean, it's stiff, but it's not too stiff, so you need a bit of suspension travel. Yeah. And again, it spools really quick, and if we were drifting, it'll snap quite a lot, so like, yeah, these brakes are like,
Yeah, they're pretty sharp.
I suppose having it so low, it takes out the fun. You can't really drive it that quick on the roads.
That's always the problem.
Yeah.
You know, you go so low that it to a point becomes undrivable, especially with the way you like to drive and obviously what it's built for.
Exactly. I think I like just cruising around in it.
Instant, sort of like 3,000 and then you can
Just got it, yeah, goes. That was a third gear pull as well, so low down, which is good. I mean, the 6-boost manifold is really good for that, because it just gives it the low down torque that you want as well.
Yeah.